My wife chose her cat over me, so I came back and made them both regret it. I died once because of that demonic little bastard. This time I came back with $80,000 cash and a very sharp plan. Last life, Vanessa was completely obsessed with Prince, our purebred Persian. She kicked me out of our own bed so the cat could sleep curled against her every night. She fed him steak from her fork while I got leftovers. She even whispered things to him in the dark I was never allowed to hear. One night he sank his teeth into my hand during one of his playful attacks. The bite got infected fast. Pastorella from his mouth turned into full-blown blood poisoning. Vanessa laughed it off as just a scratch and told me to stop being dramatic. On my deathbed, hooked up to machines, I heard her whisper to him clear as day. "Perfect, baby. Now it's just you and me forever." I woke up reborn in the same Chicago penthouse, same wife, same smug Persian cat staring at me like he owned the damn place. This time I remembered everything. That morning Vanessa kissed Prince on the nose, voice dripping sugar. "Mommy's flying to New York for the merger, my sweet Prince. Ethan better treat you like royalty, or Mommy's filing for divorce the second I land." She shot me a glare. "That goes for you too, Ethan. No dry kibble. No store-bought crap. You cook him fresh salmon and hand-feed it. Understood?" I smiled the sweetest fake smile I've ever worn. "Of course, honey. I'll handle him personally." The second the door shut, Prince's sweet face vanished. He bared his fangs for bristling and let out a low demonic hiss that sounded nothing like a normal cat. Then he launched at my ankle like a furry missile, claws out, trying to shred me just because he could. When I kicked him off, he bolted straight to my brand new Italian leather shoes by the door, squatted, and took a long, deliberate piss right inside one of them. He even stepped in it afterward, tracking wet paw prints across the marble like he was marking his territory, my territory. I didn't stop him. I just watched the little demon do his worst. He'd been pulling this shit for years when Vanessa wasn't looking, spraying my suits, shitting in my closet, knocking my coffee over, and then licking it up like a taunt, eating straight off my plate the second my back was turned. Vanessa always took his side. "He's just sensitive, Ethan. Don't be jealous of a cat." This time I let him think he'd won. While I cooked the salmon, he snuck into my office and sprayed my laptop bag. I kept cooking. When I sat down with my own bowl, Prince jumped straight onto the table, shoved his face into it, and gorged like a king. He licked the bowl clean, then kicked it across the floor like I was the servant. I smiled. "Enjoy it, Prince. Last meal you'll ever taste like that." But the second he saw the cold smile creeping across my face, Prince froze. His yellow eyes widened. Wait, did this guy poison me? He went nuts. Bolting to his water bowl, he started frantically lapping at it like water would neutralize the poison. Except I'd already dumped out all the water. And the only other source, the bathroom, was locked tight. Prince snarled and hissed like a demon, spinning in circles, demanding to know what I'd fed him. I ignored the whole show and slowly pulled out my phone, dialing the 24-hour exotic pet hospital. "Hi there. I'd like to book a neuter surgery in about an hour." The moment he heard neuter, Prince started shaking with rage. He yowled and charged straight at me, claws out, ready to rip my face off. But he's just a small cat after all. One kick sent him flying across the kitchen. That one kick knocked all the fight right out of him. He dropped to the floor, crawling on his belly, meowing pitifully, begging me to let him off the hook. Too bad. This body was still too weak from the last life. I had to wait for Vanessa to come back. I could see pure hatred burning in his eyes. I gave a cold smirk. "You live under my roof. You get neutered. I'm doing this for your own good." When begging didn't work, Prince tried to lunge and bite me again. He was ready to go down swinging, but the pills were already kicking in. Prince stumbled a few steps, legs buckling, and passed out cold on the marble. I was just about to pick him up and head out when the doorbell rang. Was it Vanessa already back? I opened the door and froze. "Hey, Mr. Reed. Package for you." I don't remember ordering anything. As the delivery guy handed it over, I thought, did Vanessa send me a gift? Next second, her call came through. "Ethan, the gold collar I ordered for Prince just arrived. Make sure you sign for it. Cash on delivery, $3,000. Vanessa actually bought the cat something this expensive, and expected me to pay for it on my dime. In 3 years of marriage, the most expensive thing she ever gave me was a bottle of water. The thought made me feel sick. "No thanks," I told the driver. "Send it back." I turned around and walked back inside. I stared at the knocked out Prince and something rose up in my throat. A bitter taste, disgust, anger, years of swallowing it all. Every emotion tore at my chest until it all came out as one quiet, barely audible laugh. I scooped him up, tossed him in the carrier, and drove straight to the hospital. The vet raised an eyebrow when I slid the consent form across the counter. "Full neuter, no anesthesia. I want him wide awake for it." "Sir, that's..." I dropped 80 grand in crisp hundreds on the desk. "Make it happen." Prince woke up right as they strapped him to the table. His yellow eyes went huge with terror. He thrashed, yowled, and pissed himself when he realized exactly what was about to happen. The vet looked at me. I just nodded. "Cut." My phone rang mid-surgery. Vanessa screaming through the speaker. "Ethan Reed, what the hell? The delivery guy said you refused Prince's new diamond collar. I'm turning this plane around right now." I put her on speaker so the whole operating room could hear. "Yeah, about that. I also booked Prince a little procedure. He's getting fixed as we speak. Figured it was time he stopped spraying my shoes and acting like he owns everything." She lost it. Full meltdown. "Ethan, if you go through with this, I will divorce you." I laughed softly. "Vanessa, he's just a stray you found in an alley. Neutering him is responsible pet ownership. Unless there's something you're not telling me." The line went dead. She burst through the hospital doors 40 minutes later, hair wild, makeup streaked. Prince was already stitched up, curled in a pathetic ball on the recovery table, whimpering every time he tried to move. Vanessa dropped to her knees at the cage, sobbing. "My baby, my sweet Prince, what did that monster do to you?" I leaned against the wall, arms crossed. "He's fixed now. Can't spray my shoes anymore. Can't mark my territory. Can't sneak into my bed and pretend he's the real man of the house. You're welcome. She spun on me, eyes feral. He's not just a cat, Ethan. He's everything. He understands me. He never judges me. He's been with me through everything. I stepped closer, voice low and calm. I know. I heard you on my deathbed last time. Now we can be together forever. After the infection from all those bites and scratches finally killed me. Her face went white. Yeah, I said. I remember it all. The way you chose him over me every single day. The way you let him attack me and then blamed me for making him do it. This time I came back early, and I made sure he'll never touch me or my shoes like that again. Vanessa screamed. She lunged at me, nails out. I caught her wrists easy. Divorce papers are already on the kitchen counter. Signed. You keep the cat, the penthouse, the furniture, the piss-stained crap. And Prince gets to live the rest of his sad little life, knowing the only thing he'll ever hump again is a stuffed mouse. She collapsed right there on the hospital floor, clutching the cage, crying harder than she'd ever cried for me. Prince just stared at me through the bars, eyes full of pure hatred and fear. I turned and walked out into the Chicago night, the cold air hitting my face like sweet, sweet freedom. But I wasn't done. I made one last stop at the penthouse before I disappeared for good. Earlier that morning, while Prince was still acting like he owned the place, I'd slipped out for 10 minutes and set a live trap in the alley behind the building. The biggest, meanest, red-eyed Chicago street rat I'd ever seen, the kind that looks like it could fight a pit bull and win, was still thrashing inside the cage when I got back. I carried the trap straight into the master walk-in closet, right next to Prince's stupid silk cat bed and Vanessa's rack of designer dresses. I opened the cage door just enough for the rat to squeeze out and shut the closet door. Then I left the closet door cracked. A little farewell gift from the third wheel. Enjoy the new roommate, Vanessa. He's been dying to meet Prince. I didn't even look back. Some people get reincarnated for revenge. I got reincarnated to make sure her true love spent the rest of his 9 lives singing soprano and never pissing in my shoes again. Never let anyone, human or four-legged demon, treat you like the third wheel in your own marriage. If they do, come back swinging. And bring cash for the vet, plus one very hungry Chicago rat.